Y'all, we are back with a Let's Talk About It video. I am actually rebranding my Let's Talk About It videos, which is the reason why I took a break. But I'm like, well, maybe I can give them one last one before I rebrand. I miss doing it so much. I'm like, I don't want to wait that long to do a Let's Talk About It video. It's already been like 5-6 months since I did my last one. But your girl got plenty of topics to talk about. Everyone is entitled to their own feelings, and I wish more people understood that. You need to learn. If you'd have made the same mistake 50 times, is it gonna take you 50 more times to learn from this mistake? But I think it's perfectly okay to do wifely duties from time to time, just to show that you can be a wife, you can be a great wife, you can do what he is looking for in a wife. Because that's the only way a man is gonna know if he really wants to marry you or not, is if he's seeing those wifely duties in you, in my opinion. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Missy Magic, and I'm back with another episode of In the Life with Missy Magic. To my new people, hey y'all, I'm Missy Magic. To my Magic Beauties, welcome back, y'all.
2:30, baby, won't you meet me by the beam? Too early, baby, later you can show me things.
Y'all, we are back with a Let's Talk About It video. It's been a minute, it's been a while, but your girl is back, and sad to say this is gonna be the last Let's Talk About It video that I do. However, the good news is I am actually rebranding my Let's Talk About It videos, which is the reason why I took a break. But I'm like, well, maybe I can give them one last one before I rebrand. So next year it's gonna be bigger and better. We got, you know, new topics, we have a new name, we have new for the new year for my Let's Talk About It videos. It's a complete rebrand. So I miss doing it so much. I'm like, I don't want to wait that long to do a Let's Talk About It video. It's already been like 5-6 months since I did my last one. So I was like, I'm gonna give them one last one before we rebrand. When I tell you the rebrand is really gonna rebrand, like y'all gonna be like, oh, Missy Magic coming with the come on, cause I am, period. But your girl got plenty of topics to talk about. I'm not gonna do too much, or I'm not gonna do too many. Actually, I might, because I haven't done it in a while and I'm ready to sit down and talk about a few things, okay? So before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll get straight into this Let's Talk About It video. Okay, so this first one, it's not really a question, but I'm gonna read the tweet. It says, for relationships to last, you really gotta see your partner's point of view of things and be considerate and be willing to grow. People can learn from their mistakes. It's all about communication. And let me just be the first to say that I completely agree. And I feel like a lot of times, one of the, you know, main reasons why relationships don't last is because, one, people don't want to put in the work. And I feel like a lot of people are so stuck in their ways that they don't like to put their pride to the side, or they don't like to compromise and see what their partner likes. And I know for a lot of times in situations or in relationships, women feel like only their happiness matters. So as long as they're happy, the relationship is gonna work. And I just feel like, honestly, a relationship is a partnership. If you're not willing to work with a person to make y'all's relationship work, it's not gonna work. Like, being selfish is not gonna work in a relationship, because at the end of the day, even if a person deals with your selfish acts, they're gonna get tired of that too. So they're gonna eventually find somebody who not selfish, who is actually selfless. So yes, I do feel like you have to see your partner's point of view. You also have to be considerate of other people's feelings. Like, a lot of times, people will try to make you feel bad for feeling how you feel. Don't ever feel bad for feeling how you feel. You feel what you want to feel. Just because a person does not agree with how you feel does not mean your feelings are invalid. Everybody are entitled. Everyone is entitled to their own feelings, and I wish more people understood that. Everybody can feel how they want to feel. Even if you didn't mean to make a person feel the way that they're feeling, they still are entitled to feel that way. And I feel like no one should make someone feel bad for feeling how they feel, regardless of what the situation is. Let that person feel how they feel, and just tell them that you didn't mean any harm by what you said, by what you did. You did not mean to make them feel the way that they felt. You know, just be considerate of other people's feelings, even if it doesn't match how you feel about the situation, okay? gotta also be willing to grow. That's a big one. Like I said, people be so stuck in their ways that they don't even want to grow. You know, they just want to stay the same. That'll work for some relationships, but if a person is trying to, you know, grow into a better person or elevate in life, that's not gonna work with them. It's not gonna work. And you also have to learn from your mistakes. I hate when people make the same mistake over and over again. Why are you making the same mistake over and over again? You need to learn. If you'd have made the same mistake 50 times, is it gonna take you 50 more times to learn from this mistake? Well, if it do, you won't be with Missy Magic, because no. If you constantly making the same mistake over and over again, you're not learning. You're not willing to learn from your first mistake or the first 5 same mistakes. Come on now, it's all about growth and it's all about learning from your mistakes. Don't keep making the same mistakes, okay? Lastly, communication. Communication is very important. I also feel like listening is very important, and I also feel like, you know, perspective is very important. All 3 of those go hand in hand in a relationship, friendship, whatever you want to call it, situationship, whatever. So learn to communicate. And when I mean communicate, I'm not saying you need to sit, I'm not saying, you know, you yelling at your partner, because that's not effective communication. You know, make sure that you look at your partner as an actual partner and not your child. You know, don't yell at your partner. Talk in a decent tone. And also, if you are the one that's being spoken to, don't just listen to respond. Listen to understand what they're saying. I hate when somebody who feels like they always got to have a comeback. They always got to have something to say. If you always got something to say when I'm saying something to you, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I don't like people like that. Like, I was having a conversation with somebody, and he was just asking me why I'm just silent, because I'm actually listening to you. I'm not listening to respond so I can think about what I'm about to say next to you. I'm actually listening to so I can understand where you're coming from, so I know that what I say next is very intentional. And that's very important, to learn how to actually listen to understand, not to listen to respond. Because a lot of people, if you pay attention, they are only listening to respond so they can clap back right at you. You know, I don't want those kind of people in my life. So yeah, 100% agree with that entire tweet. Let's see, what do we have next? What is a profession that you aren't currently practicing that you think you'd be great at if you ventured into it? I think I would be really great with either being a teacher or a mentor. Really mentor over a teacher, because I just feel like I can speak so much life and so much positivity into somebody, especially younger girls. You know, not saying that I can't speak positively into a man's or a young man's life, but you know, sometimes, a lot of times, they want a man to speak life into them. But I definitely feel like I would succeed being a freaking mentor, and I really want to get into it, speaking over young people's lives, speaking into them, speaking positivity over their lives, showing them positivity, showing them right from wrong, have them coming to me for advice. Y'all would be surprised at how many people actually text me like, I need your advice. What you think about this? Am I wrong? Like, y'all really care about my perspective? So that means a lot to me. But yes, I definitely would. I would be a freaking mentor, like, to younger girls. Absolutely. Like, that's number 1. And then, like I said, number 2, I'd be a teacher. Teaching probably like personal finance, something like that, so they can know about credit and all of that. Yeah, budgeting, money, all of that. Credit cards. I would definitely teach that if I was a teacher. Let's see. Until you're married, don't give him wife privilege. Now with this, I'm 50-50, because it's like, I get that you don't do wifely things to someone who is not your husband, but at the same time, it's like, how can you prove to one that you could be a potential wife, or that you're ready to be a wife, if you're not performing certain wifely duties? I'm not saying that you gotta wash this man's clothes, you gotta cook for him every night, but I feel like showing those, you know, wifely duties from time to time to let him know that you are capable of doing them, I feel like that's okay. Now when you're going overboard and you're actually doing wifely duties and there is no ring, then I feel like that's when you need to sit back, pause, and, you know, reflect, self-reflect, and say, hey, I'm not this man's wife yet. But I think it's perfectly okay to do wifely duties from time to time, just to show that you can be a wife, you can be a great wife, you can do what he is looking for in a wife. Because that's the only way a man is gonna know if he really wants to marry you or not, is if he's seeing those wifely duties in you, in my opinion. So I feel like it's okay, but just to a certain extent. Don't do too much to where this man gets comfortable to where he never puts a ring on it. Because you do have a lot of men, you have a lot of men who get very comfortable very freaking fast. So you just gotta stand your ground and let them know, I can do this. I am definitely wifely material. I can, you know, be everything that you need me to be in a wife, but I won't be doing everything that you expect a wife to do because I'm not a wife yet. And just be vocal about it, you know. Let them know, like, yes, I can do this, this, and that, but I'm choosing not to because I'm not your wife yet. If you want me to do this, this, and that, you do what you need to do to make me your wife. It's just that simple. Okay, do y'all believe that a man is supposed to love his woman more than she loves him in order for the relationship to work? I think so, because like I said, I feel like men get very comfortable very quick. And it's like, I feel like when a man is in love, it's a beautiful thing when it's done correctly. Now, if a man is, you know, done wrong and he's in love, it's a terrible sight. It's destruction. So I feel like a man does need to love his woman more in order for the relationship to work. And that's just I'm gonna take, you know, myself as an example. My prior situation, it started out him liking me more than I liked him, and I feel like when it was like that, everything was great. I'm talking about, I'm getting flowers all the time. He's sending me good morning, good night texts. He's doing what he needs to do. I'm getting date nights once a week, and this man living in a whole city that was 3 hours away. And then I got sucked into that. So he, you know, he's showing up, doing what he needs to do as a man. But it's like, I feel like once I started getting sucked up into what he was doing, and he knew that I was falling for him more and more, and I started to like him more, it's like he kind of slacked off. And that's why I say, I feel like in order for it to really work, men have to like the woman more at all times, because I feel like that's the only way they're gonna continuously doing what they did to get you. And I guess I just have that perspective because this is what I have experienced in my prior, you know, situation. So that's just my opinion. What y'all think? Comment down below what y'all think. Y'all think a relationship can work if a woman likes the man more? Which it could. It very much could. I'm not saying that it can't, because you do have some men who gonna continuously do what they did to get you, to keep you, and they're not gonna stop with those flowers. They're not gonna stop with those dates. They're not gonna start with the sweet messages. They're not gonna stop with the foot rubs. They're not gonna stop with all of that. So I guess it just depends on the kind of dude that you're dealing with, honestly. Because if you're dealing with a real man, he's not gonna stop doing what it took to get you once he gets you. You know, a real man knows that's not the game, baby. That's the quickest way to lose your woman. So I'm just going based on my personal experience, but I definitely think a relationship can work based on the kind of man that you're dealing with. So you just gotta know the kind of man that you're dealing with. Okay, I like this one. Do y'all think someone could be a great person but a horrible partner? Absolutely. You have so many great people in the world, but they just don't know how to love. And a lot of people don't know how to love because they weren't properly loved when they were brought up as a child. So I do feel like there are good people out here that are terrible freaking partners, but I also feel like there are people out here that will help them become great partners. If you're a good person, then you can do good in a relationship. You just got to be taught how to be good in a relationship, or how to be a good partner, you know. So yeah, I think there are good people who are horrible partners, and it's sad to say that, but yeah. Okay, so this is a tweet. It said, I saw this TikTok and listened, and it ruined my day. The TikTok said this. It said that men only fall in love once, and then after that they settle with whatever life gives them. And I've been trying to figure out, I've had this screenshot since September, and I've really been trying to figure out if I agree with that or not. Like, I don't think that's true at all. I feel like men have at least like, I don't know, I feel like men fall in love at least twice in their lives. And now if you a lover boy, of course you're gonna fall in love more than other men, but I don't personally feel like that a man fall in love. Some men, because I feel like I got one in mind right now who's probably in love with one person, but he's with somebody else because he can't be with that one person. So I do believe it depends on the man and it depends on the situation, but for the most part, no. I don't think that men only fall in love once and then settle. I don't believe that. Okay, I like this one. Y'all got friend Icks? Like, no, I don't like that. I don't like a friend that's like always in my business. Like, I feel like we're at an age where, yeah, we're at an age where we're grown and we need that privacy. Like, and I feel like even if we wasn't at this age, like, we need that privacy. Like, if I wanted you to know something, then I would tell you. Like, I hate the kind of friends that think that they supposed to know everything that's going on in, you know, their friend's life. And that's not, no, because one thing for sure that I don't share with my friends is my relationship. Like, if I'm real serious with somebody, they're just gonna know the good. How you and so-so do? Oh, we good. You know, yeah, we just did this and that. That's all y'all gonna know. I don't like friends that like try to always be in your business, and then when it comes to you asking them about their business, they don't got nothing to tell, or they don't do nothing, or they ain't got nothing to, you know, give you in return. It's like you spilling all your tea, but they just giving you, I'm giving you a sweet tea and you giving me an unsweet tea. That's how I look at it. Like, I'm giving you some good, but you giving me something bitter, you know? So I don't like friends that's like always trying to be like in your business and always trying to know the tea. I also don't like, you know, friends that like check on you and just be like, well, what happened? Like, I feel like there's a way to check on somebody without knowing exactly what happened. Because I feel like if you're trying to figure out exactly what happened and what made me feel this way or whatever the situation is, I feel like it makes me feel like you checking on me is not genuine. It kind of makes me feel like you just being nosy. So I don't like when friends, you know, check on me and be like, well, what happened? You know, why are you like this? Why does it matter? Why can't you just be a good friend and just check on me to make sure that I'm in a good state mentally, you know, before, you know, try to see what, you know, what happened? Because at the end of the day, even if I tell you what happened, what can you do about my situation? You know? So even if you can't do something about my situation, I just feel like, you know, you asking what happened after you checking on me, I just feel like it makes you checking on me not genuine. I also don't like, well, I don't know if I like this or not. I don't know. I don't like when it's like a friend group and like, you know, people are being treated differently. Like, I get that you're gonna have your different bonds with everybody, but I feel like when it comes to like people being left out, that kind of rubs me the wrong way a little bit. Like I said, I know everybody in the friend group is, if it's a friend group of 7, you know, I know everybody gonna have their own bonds or whatever, but I just don't like seeing, you know, one friend out the group being like mistreated or left out or whatever the case may be. That kind of made me sad when I see that or whatever. But yeah, those are a few of my friend Icks. Not too many, because me and my friends, we have all been, you know, friends since I first went to college 7 years ago. So yeah, I got friends for life, baby. I got my bridesmaids and all of that, honey. Sure do. Okay, can you fall in love with the same person again? It's so crazy because I did end up answering this on Twitter like a few weeks ago. I don't think I can fall in love with the same person again, because it's like, obviously there's a reason why I fell out of love with you the first time. And yeah, people change, but I just I'm not a big fan of giving second chances, so that's why I feel like I can't fall in love with the same person twice. I feel like it definitely can happen, and if you do fall in love with the same person twice, I pray that it works out the second time if it didn't work out the first time. For me, no, I can't. I cannot. It's never gonna be the same. Like, even if I decide, that's why I've never really, you know, decided to go back to exes once I'm officially done with them. There's no going back, because I just feel like if you really wanted me and you really know that you deserve me, and if you think that I'm the one that God made for you, whatever your excuse is, you would have got it right the first time. Like, I get it, you know, people make mistakes, but some mistakes are not mistakes. Like, you knew what you were doing. Like cheating, I feel like cheating is not a mistake. I don't care what you say. So I just feel like I can't fall in love with the same person twice. I can't even take an ex back. Like, y'all know how many exes that came back? I can't do it. You an ex for a reason. We can still be, you know, friends. We can go out and have a drink here and there, but as far as like going back to somebody, that has never really just been my cup of tea. Cause it's like, we ended for a reason, you know. Okay, what's the #1 question that y'all always ask on the first date? Mine's, I don't do this. Well, yes I do. Let me stop lying. I ask them if they got kids, because I don't have kids, and I would prefer somebody who does not have kids as well, simply because I have dealt with baby daddies before, and I'm telling you, them baby daddies gonna always fuck with their baby mama, and them baby mamas gonna always fuck with their baby daddy. And I don't mean that they gonna be, you know, sexually interactive, but it's like, if that person call, they running for that person, even if it ain't got nothing to do with the kids. That's what I mean by they gonna always be there for their baby mama, baby daddy. And I just, you know, I don't have time to be in competition with nobody, you know. And I don't have time for the sneaky stuff, because you do have some that still be, you know, sneaking around with their baby mama, sneaking around with their baby daddy. But yeah, I asked that on the first date, like, do you got kids? If so, how many? How old are they? And I even sometimes get deep to the point where I'm like, well, how's your relationship with their mother? Because that says a lot about this situation. I was gonna say it says a lot about the men, but I can't say that. But it says a lot about this situation. I really have to know if I want to be all in. Even if we're just gonna be dating, I might still have to deal with this baby mama, baby daddy drama if you and your baby mama don't get along. So I be having to ask, like, do you got kids? How many you got? How many baby mamas you got? How old is the kids? Do you take care of your kids? Do you and your baby mama get along? Y'all had a great, healthy co-parenting situation? I need to know everything, you know. And that's why I have, you know, came to the simple fact that I want somebody who don't got kids, because I don't got kids, and neither one of us got to deal with that baby mama, baby daddy drama. Y'all can keep that over there that way. So yeah. Okay, this, no, bro, no, watch out. Okay, this next one, it says, your 20s is not for sticking stuff out. There is always a better opportunity. And I wish y'all understand this. And I'm not even just talking about a relationship. Don't stick it out with no man who can't get it right. Don't stick it out with no woman who can't get it right. Don't stick it out with friends who can't be good friends and get it right. You know, don't stick it out with no job who are not paying what you are worth. Don't stick it out with a church who don't, you know, hold up to your standards. Don't stick it out with anything, especially if you in your early 20s. Even if your mid 20s, your late 20s, don't stick nothing out. Your 20s is for figuring stuff out, seeing what you like, seeing what you don't like, seeing what works for you, so you can set up your 30s to be nice. Like, don't stick it out. And that's why I always been like, for a man, you either get right or you get left, because I don't have time to sit here and, you know, waste years on a man who never gonna get it right. That's just wasting my time. That's wasting your time, when I can be giving somebody, you know, who deserves my time. Or I can be giving a job who deserves, you know, me as an employee, my time, who's gonna compensate me for the kind of employee I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, that's it. That is it. I think I gave y'all a good 20-25 minutes worth of discussion. I'm gonna save everything else for this rebrand. I'm glad I decided to do this, because I really miss these talks. And I've been talking, well, I've been watching It's Just Tay. She just started back her podcast. When I first subscribed to her, she had taken a break from her podcast, and she just started them back. Them my favorite kind of videos. So if you got podcast like videos where you just sit down and talk about different topics, them they're my kind of videos. I love them kind of videos. I love to sit there and watch the whole video, and I'm gonna put my input on everything that I have a say so on, because I'm a very opinionated person and I love to get my opinion out there, and there's nothing wrong about it, period. But I hope y'all enjoyed this very last Let's Talk About It video. Please stay tuned for the rebrand of the Let's Talk About It videos. Don't forget to subscribe, because if you don't subscribe, how you gonna know what the rebrand coming like? But that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all at the rebrand.
I'm in prison, yeah, yeah. Straight out of the trenches, yeah, yeah. My niggas